Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome to Technical Bhaiji. In this tutorial, you're gonna learn how to develop a beautiful and stunning web app by using JavaScript basics, and you're also gonna learn HTML5 and CSS3. So, as you can see, there is a player 1 and player 2, new game, and roll dice and hold button. So, whenever one is come, the player lost all his previous scores, and whoever successfully gained 20 points first, so it will be a winner. So as you can see, roll dice 6 4 16 and 21. So then this one came and player 1 lost all his scores. Roll dice, one came. Now it's player 2's turn. Roll dice 2 6 12. If player wants to save their score, so it will going to click hold button and the score will be at there. So roll dice 6 plus 12, hold. Now as you can see, the player 1 successfully gained 20 points and he won the game. So let's start coding. I'm going to teach you every single step and with explanation. So I hope you will like this video. So let's begin. So here we have a starter file, the pig game, and in this file we have images and HTML code and CSS. So I mentioned the link in the description so you can download it. After when you download, so you have this folder pig game, and I just give you the little intro about HTML and CSS because our aim is to just focus on JavaScript basics, not to HTML, but I just give you the little intro about HTML and CSS. So here we have a HTML file. So as you guys see, this is our front end design for our game app, as I described before. So so this is our HTML5, and we have designed for this game. We have already designed for this game, which is have to code. This is our ID for player 1. This is our ID, name player 1. As you can also see, if I change this, so it will automatically change player 2. So it's mean this is the ID, and this is another ID for score of player 1, 43. If I change this 42, so you can see 42. So this is our score, ID score 0 for player 1, and this is our box current. So if I change remove T, so you can see the T is gone, and same for score, which is in current box, so 0 11, and the same structure will be applied for player 2. So it's all same for player 2, and this is our buttons coding. Button new for new game, you can see new game, and roll dice for roll dice button, and hold for hold button. And this is our image which we use to represent a dice, and the last thing is our script, which I will use for coding. This is our JavaScript file name app.js, which I've created earlier. So this is our HTML code. Let's have a look on CSS file. This is our all styling, our body, our wrapper, player and player one, and this is all. I did it for so you don't have to worry about it. As I said earlier, our aim is to just focus on the JavaScript code. So this is it. So let's just create file with the name of app.js and let's coding. So first we have to declare variables for our active player, for round score, and for round score and player score. So we have data type in JavaScript. It is var. This is only one data type for all integer, double, string, characters. We have only one data type in JavaScript. So var. For active player we write active player and round score and score. So we have declare variables for our player one and round score and score. So we have to initialize it. So why don't we make a function to initialize these variables? So I'm going to make function initiate. So active player is set to be 0 and round score also, and so scores. So as you can see, we have two players, player 1 and player 2. So we have to make an array to save both player scores. So I'm making array. The first player score 0 and the second player score is set to be 0. Now we initialize the variable. So the next thing is we have to connect these HTML code with JavaScript. We call it also DOM manipulation. So we have IDs for these connections. So for player name we have name -0, and for score we have score -0, and for for round score we have score -0, and for score we have current -0. And there is only a little bit difference, only one changes. So whenever we connect HTML with JavaScript, we first write document dot so we have IDs there. So we write get element by ID, and we have braces. So in this braces we have to mention the name of ID. So name 0. So there is a player 1. So we are going to change this name. For this we have to write text content. As you can see, get or set the text content of a node and its descendants. So it's set equal to I write my name Hamza. So okay, for our round score we write document dot get element by id, and we write name. We have score dash 0. We write text content is equal to 0 and semicolon. Again we have document dot then get element by id, and last we have current 0. Sorry, I forgot it. So now it's okay. Dot text content equal to 0. For the next player we copy it and paste it, and just we change the one, because you can see this. For player 2 there is a little bit difference in IDs. For player 2 name we have ID name -1, score -1, and current -1. So that's why I copy pasted and just change the little bit, and so we made it. So let's check it. Whenever you make function you have to call it, so call it this function. Okay, so next player name my friend name Adil. So now it's okay. So let's check it. So as you can see our function works. So Hamza, and there's Adil, another player, and the score 0 and 0 and 0. And next we are creating our roll dice function. We are clicking this but it is not working, so now I'm going to make this roll dice function. So let's check its ID or class for our roll dice button. So let's check it. So its name is button dash roll, this class for our roll dice button. So let's just start it. Document dot this was ID, so query selector and braces comma btn dash roll. So as you can see, if we click this, so we get a number. Whenever we click, it's called event. So we add a event listener dot. There are various type of events like capture, boo, or click, or all the other types of event. So we are just going to use our click. So add an email listener, and again braces, and this braces we have to mention our event. So our event is click, comma, and what function will be called if it button is clicked. So here we only write function, not a function name. So we write function braces, and you also write a function out of this scope, but I prefer this. So first we have to generate random number. Generate a random number. So for the random number, we declare one variable. It's for dice, so it's probably dice equal to math dot random. So let's see what happens if we write in this way. So console dot log and dice. So save it and refresh it and click. So we got this weird decimal values, but we want, as you can see, 0.98, 0.39, 0.77, but we want a number from 1 to 6. So what we do? So here's the problem. So don't worry, we have a function. Its name is math.floor. The function takes argument. So the function takes decimal values and give us a downward nearest integer. So let's just see. So okay, I give you example, math dot floor, and if we write 0.9, so let's just see what happened. Var floor equal, okay, so floor. So refresh it and let's see. So 0, because it gives you it gives you 0, because if it gives you the downwards nearest integer. So if I write 1.9, so it will give me 1, because as I said, it gives you downwards nearest integer. So it will give me 1. So see, if I change it 4 or 5, it will again give me 1. So okay, so we gonna use this math.floor for our math.random number. Okay, so I hope you understand. So cut this and paste it here, and again cut it and this paste. So again we have a problem. The math.random give us 0.1 to 0.01 from 0.1 to 0.9. So if we multiply with 6, it will give us a number from 1 to 5. Okay, so let's see. Oh, what I did, math.floor. So there is not a variable for floor. So okay, now check it. I hope this time it will work. So 2 0 1 3 0 2 4 5, but the maximum value is 5. So we want from 1 to 6. What if we add +1? So let's just see. Now it will work, I hope. To 6, as you can see there's 6, so we solved the problem. So after this, our second task is display the result. So display result of dice. Okay, so it's a dice. Let's just see what class or ID for this dice. So here is our image dice. As you can see, there's 3. So just see, if I remove 3 and write 2, so there's 2. So in your file you have dice images from 1 to 6. So we have class for this dice. Its name is dice class. So we are going to make a variable to get this class. Dice DOM and equal to document dot query selector versus dot for our classes, and the class name is dice. Okay, now dice class now enclosed in dice DOM variable. So now we have dice DOM, and we make style of this dice DOM style dot display equal to block, because we want display block. So it's just for our style, so don't worry about it. And now is our main line of code. So document dot query selector and so we change the image, just like 2. If I change 3, 4, so we change image of dice. So we are going to change the source, not document or query selector. So dice DOM dot src equal to C dice slash, as I did before, so I know you understand. Dice slash and dice this random number from 1 to 6, and then we have again dot png, okay, and semicolon. So I hope this will work. So let's refresh it and click this. So as you can see, whenever 3 come, 4 come, 5 come, 6 come, the dice change according to this random number. So this will work. This is working. So our third task for roll dice button is if one come, then player will lost all his scores and it will be next player move. So let's just create it. So if dice it's not equal 1, mean every time when you roll dice, so there's a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It mean number is not 6, the condition is true, then it will go in scope. So plus the round score equal to round score plus dice. Okay, and then print. So document dot, so let's just see what the ID or class for our current. So make it simple, let's just click it and see we have ID because there is a slash current dash 0. Okay, so we write document dot get element by ID braces, we mention name. When we use this thing get element by ID, so we just only write the ID name. So ID name is current dash, so if it's player 1, then it will show on player 1 panels. So if it 2 is, if it is player 2, so it should be print on player 2's panel. Okay, so if you remember, I declare a variable for active player, so it is used there, and dot text content equal to round score. Okay, so else if dice is equal to 1, so it will be a next player move probably. So let's check it. So console dot log braces semicolon and next players. Sorry, oh my god, next players move. Okay, so let's check it. So stop this please and roll dice. So as you can see, the score is being added. So whenever one is come, it will go to the next player move. So don't worry about it, we will make a function for our next player, so you will know next player. So okay, it is our roll dice coding. So it is not just hard, it's very simple if you understand. So now we have created roll dice, and our next aim to code for whole button. So and also next player. First we make next player function, and then we will make our whole function. So let's start again.